Halito, Sahofoyat Kayla. My name is Kayla, and I just introduced myself in the Choctaw language, which is a First Nations language, and also a language that relates to parts of my ancestors and people I am in relation with. I am a descendant of Black peoples taken from Africa and indigenous to Turtle Island, Choctaw and Chickasaw peoples that traveled along the Trail of Tears in parts of what we know as North Carolina, Mississippi, land allotments in there, and Oklahoma. I am also a descendant of people that migrated and settled here on Turtle Island from Eastern and Northern Europe. I would like to take the time today to acknowledge the indigenous and traditional lands of Multnomah County, people of the Multnomah, Willamette, Molalla, Kalapuya, Kalakamis, and bands of Chinook and many other indigenous peoples that made their homes along the Willamette and Columbia rivers and continue to steward this land. As we progress towards justice, equity, equality, and land back, taking time to think about, encourage to think about how we are in relation to ourselves, each other, and Mother Earth. I am now going to sing the Pawnee water song, Water is Life, a song that was given to the people, the protesters, the land defenders, the water defenders of Standing Rock, a song that honors the waters, the Minnesota, the Missouri River, and the people. I am honored to sing this song and to have learned it from a member of the Pawnee Nation. Thank you. Thank you, and if you'd like to learn more, please go to standingrock.org and enjoy the performance. Thank you. Do you know all the parts of yourself? The wolf within, the hawk that soars above, the deer that tends to your heart, your arms, legs, fingers, toes, ears, mouth, mind, beauty, power, spirit. Widatse. They will come to you like a child, innocent and fierce loving. They are warriors who will always be with you and who are not meant to stay. They give of their light and strength until it is burnt out. They sit in the fire with you. Buniriwa, until we cross paths again. Word from a northern Paiute elder. Buniriwa, until we cross paths again.
When the Mother Earth was extremely young, things were not as they are now. For growth and change are constant. For growth and change are constant. One night, the night creatures gathered and called to the great mystery. That dwells within us and around us. When the Mother Earth was extremely young, things were not as they are now. For growth and change are constant. For growth and change are constant. One night, the night creatures gathered and called to the great mystery. The mystery that dwells within us and around us. When the Mother Earth was extremely young, things were not as they are now. For growth and change are constant. For growth and change are constant. One night, the night creatures gathered and called to the great mystery. The mystery that dwells within us and around us. When the Mother Earth was extremely young, things were not as they are now, just as things are not now as they will be. Growth and change.
Once upon a time, born, birthed, growth, experience, childhood, adolescence, youth, teenager, culture on colonized land, experience, drum, dance, food, mixed identity, mixed culture, circling of time and space, coming back to oneself. I graduated college, desk job, I guess, student loan debt. Ooh, what are you gonna do with this performing arts? Oh, you got business. Okay, you're safe. There I was, lost. Didn't really know where I was going, what I was doing. Missed dancing every day. Let's begin again. At a further point along in the plot, I meet a man as a young virgin woman, yes, early 20-something-year-old virgin at a karaoke bar. We have breakfast, a breakfast date, breakfast sharing, multi-ethnic identity, my European mom, African and Native. Whoa, wait, you're Native? I'm Native too. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not enrolled. I'm still learning, discovering, and understanding what that means, how to be in relation. That is cool. That is beautiful. He is beautiful. Anyway, we fall in love. It's like being high. Really high in the sky. What do you do when you don't know why, but you're up in the sky, up in the sky? What do you do when you're feeling high, feeling high, feeling high with your baby? We have the whole world in front of us. Don't we know it? Don't we know it? No rules abide with our love beside. The eagle soars over these waters. The water flows under the eagle eyes. We soar together. We are flying high. We moved to Portland, Oregon. We talk about our hopes and our fears. We are high. We are up in the sky. We land. This is Cloud 9. The person I'm going to marry, the push for marriage, independence, magic is in the air. It's wonderful. I thought. Disappointments always come, I suppose. Disappointments from within, disappointments with each other. We kept pushing through. What's happening? The protest movements, the Proud Boys, Donald Trump, Black Lives Matter, honor native land. Whose land is this anyway? Movement. Hands up. Hands up. A Red Door project strives to change Portland's racial ecology through the arts. It started with a play called Hands Up. 7 playwrights, 7 testaments to the showcases, a powerful set of monologues commissioned by the New Black Fest in response to police shootings and institutional profiling. Hands Up. Crossing Minnesota tells the story of one of America's first feminists, Sacagawea, name pronounced different ways than what and how we learned in our colonized tongue, and draws a line from a completely original view of Lewis and Clark to the present day as descendants of the Dakota Lakota nations continue their fight for the Minnesota, or what Europeans named the Missouri River, and the lands that contain the burials of their ancestors. Joanne Hardesty I met at the People's Market in 2019, an American Democratic politician in the U.S. state of Oregon who is currently a Portland City Commissioner. She is amazing. She is radical. She is light. It was like meeting Cinderella in the ballroom. Everyone's energy just gravitated towards her in this busy atmosphere filled with noise and shops and smells. This is from my memory, what has shaped, what has molded me and infiltrated my spirit. Torn, the tearing and the deconstructing in the sense of force. What choices to make, what is beckoning ahead. I found success in Portland by going to New York City for a month. That is where I really wanted to be. New York City. A dream come true, performing at the Public Theater. Ah, New York. There's a man in a wheelchair with his penis out, and I shout, I love New York City! I loved every minute, almost every minute. Having your dad, mom, and boyfriend in your favorite city was a bit overwhelming. I felt smothered. The parental arguments. I felt tension. And the weighted eyes of my love. Will she leave me here? Will she leave me for New York? Ceremony and sweat lodge. I go. I'm invited by his family in Indian country, Oklahoma. There my ancestors hear me. The grounds of the bloodshed, trailblazed land hears me. The experience was undeniably painful and healing all at the same time. I finished making my shawl for the Wajaji ceremony, for myself, for my grandmother. This is not my family's ceremony. They did not find their way. They were not allowed. African and Indian, from Mississippi Trail of Tears traveling and pushed to Oklahoma, to land allotments lost, all seemed to be lost. My great auntie told me that after church service, there was a communal gathering of Black and Native people, drum music, songs, and dances. Cherish these moments, her mother would say, and my great-grandmother didn't speak much. My auntie and grandma did as much as they knew how to connect with the tribe, to connect with the land. Do you know all the parts of yourself? Do you see yourself? The wolf within, the hawk that soars above, the deer that tends to your heart. My auntie told me that my great-grandma told her one day, look up in the bright blue sky. You are a part of it, a part of this land. What is there to feel? What am I feeling? I was loved. What is there to feel? What am I feeling? I was loved. I was cherished. Fighting and resisting, but I was fighting. I found myself creating around my mixed ancestry. My grandmothers and grandfathers I had never met, creating and telling their stories I may never get to attend. They found me through this dance. Now, the engagement, proposal, engagement. Back in New York City, being engaging in New York City, proposed to in New York City. I froze. This is what I wanted. So I thought. Torn. The tearing and constructing in a sense of force to make what is beckoning ahead. Fight or flight, fight or flight. Homegrown sweet grass, the gifts of love met with overwhelming jealousy and control. Words that echo, you are just trying to be somebody. You just want it all. You are needy. You are just trying to be somebody. Washcon. Let it be. Let it go. Mixed feelings and words from my fiancé. Osage Ballet, I stage managed for his family for 3 years. I worked with incredible people. I met a flame, a fire that I didn't understand. Dancing Earth. I danced. I danced with those I love. We sweat. We had our own ceremony. I love them. I love these people. I love other people. Is that okay? There are different types of love. Agape, pragma, philia, ludus, self-love. When I look up in the sky, seeing with my bright brown eyes, I guess I am the lucky one. I am the lucky one. Don't worry about it, honey, 'cause you're rich like money, and I'm always yours, I'm always yours. We were crashing, we were burning. Like the holes a cigarette makes in a country jean jacket, we were going down, baby. Where is my comfort? Who is my comfort now? crashing, I crashed, and I questioned, who am I? Am I real? Is this real? Is any of this real? Then comes a message in a bottle. A message in a bottle that my brother gave to me on a previous birthday. There is a note that reads, if you open this, it must be that you are going through something. If not, remember that curiosity killed the cat. I opened the bottle, a reference from a music album we listened to, Troy Baker, Sitting in the Fire. Sometimes things are meant to burn, so that the ashes of what is lost in the fire fertilize the ground to rebuild bigger and higher. Fight or flight. I flew all the way back home to Colorado, then back to Oregon. Then my fiance drove me. He drove me all the way home through the mountains. He smudged me, and he said that he loved me. We had crashed. We had burned. Washkan, Washkan. The shared home I put my heart and my love into, the sweet grass, the sweat, the ceremony, the family gone. I cannot move. I cannot dance. But the mountains are there for me. The mountains are what comforted me. The home of childhood. I was home. I was home, and I was home to dance. To granny dances to a holiday drum, a timeless piece created by Mama Cleo Parker Robinson. But I couldn't dance. Mama Cleo says, when we are down like this, this is when the Spirit moves. This is when the Spirit pulls us through. The dance is the prayer, and the prayer is the dance. I could barely dance. I flew back and forth, trying to fix it, trying to save something. I couldn't fix it. I couldn't save it. Then the pandemic, a global fucking pandemic. Stop. Slow down. Now, a forced time upon humanity to stop, slow down for healing, a time for rebirthing. Breathe. I'm scared. Breathe. Breathe. I'm lost. The beauty of being lost is the same thing that makes it scary. So you must look within yourself for the source and for the divine. Get up. Get up. You are not lost. You are finding your way.